Hi, Barbara Reagan with Long and Foster Realtors. So the kids are gone, the house is quiet, and at some point, I don't know, maybe over coffee one morning, you and your partner look at each other and ask, so what do we do now? Do we stay? Do we downsize? Do we look at one of those 55 plus communities? Well, if that sounds familiar, you're in good company. It's one of the most common questions I get, and honestly, one of the most important decisions you'll make in this next chapter of life. So today, let's slow down and actually walk through each of your three options, what they really mean, who they work best for, and what most people don't think about until it's too late. Option number one, staying put. For a lot of people, staying in the family home feels like the obvious choice. You know the neighbors, you love the neighborhood, you've built a life there, and that means something real. There are genuinely good reasons to stay. Familiarity and stability matter more than people give them credit for. If you're close to friends, family, your doctors, your routines, uprooting all of that has real costs, both emotionally and practically. But there's the honest conversation most people avoid. The house you raised a family in was designed for a different season of life. Extra bedrooms sit empty. The yard that once hosted birthday parties now just needs mowing. And that maintenance, the roof, the HVAC, the gutters, doesn't slow down just because your lifestyle has. Staying put works beautifully when the home still fits, when the layout is manageable, the costs are comfortable, and the location genuinely serves your life today, not the life you had 15 years ago. Option number two, downsizing. Downsizing tends to carry a lot of emotional weight, like you're giving something up. But I'd encourage you to reframe it. Done right, downsizing isn't about losing space. It's about gaining freedom. A smaller home typically means lower utility bills, less upkeep, and more flexibility with your time and money. For a lot of empty nesters, that's genuinely liberating. But here's what catches people off guard: the process of getting there. Deciding what to keep, what to sell, what to let go of, that's not just a logistical change, it's an emotional one. 30 years of a life lived in a home doesn't get packed up in a weekend, and location matters enormously here. Are you moving to a more walkable area, closer to family, into the city, or further out? The where of downsizing can matter just as much as how much smaller. Downsizing is a strong choice when you're ready to simplify, when the home has become more of a responsibility than a joy, and you're looking for a fresh start that puts more life back in your hands. Option number three, a 55 plus community. These communities have come a long way. We're not just talking about retirement villages. Most of them offer resort-style amenities: pool, fitness centers, social clubs, walking trails, all designed around your stage of life. And for the right person, they're genuinely wonderful. Maintenance is typically handled for you. Your neighbors are in a similar season of life, and there's a built-in sense of community that can be hard to find elsewhere, especially if your social circle has shifted since the kids left and careers have wound down. But I want to be straightforward with you. They're not for everyone. Some people thrive in that environment. Others feel like the walls close in a little. If you value spontaneity, mixed-age neighbors, or being embedded in a broader community, a 55-plus environment might feel more limiting than liberating. It's also worth understanding the financial structure. Some communities involve HOA fees, buy-ins, or specific ownership arrangements. That's not a reason to avoid them, but it is a reason to go in with eyes open. A 55-plus community tends to be a great fit when connection and low-maintenance living are your top priorities, and when the lifestyle genuinely excites you, not just makes practical sense. So here's the bottom line. There is no universally right answer. The mistake I see most often is people choosing a lifestyle based on what sounds responsible, what looks smart financially, or what someone else did, instead of what actually fits their life. The best choice is the one that makes your day-to-day living easier, more enjoyable, and more aligned with who you are right now, not what you were 20 years ago. So before you make any decisions, ask yourself, What does a really good Tuesday look like for me? What does my ideal week feel like? Then work backwards from there. That's where your answer lies. If you'd like to talk through your specific situation, I'd love to help. Reach out, book a conversation, or drop your questions in the comments below. This decision deserves a real conversation, and I'm here for it. This is Barbara Reagan with Long and Foster Realtors. Have a great day.